Dear students, we will continue the lectures of evolutionary biology. So last time we have seen the fossils of some adapting grazing or adaptations in the grazing fossils. A dog like horse ancestor with what we have found is of 50 to 55 million years old, and the fossil record is looks like tapir, the animal. Now, in lecture number 23, we will see that the first equifossil was a tooth from the extinct species Equus curvidens, found in Paris in the 1820s. Thomas Huxley popularized the evolutionary sequence of horses, and he has given a good line of progression of evolutionary biology, of specifically horse. And horse evolution was previously believed to be the linear progress, but after more fossil discovered and new concept was evolved from the gradual changes in horse, and abrupt progression and division was found. So key terms in the evolution of the horse was cladogenesis, means progression, abrupt progression and division. Then equid, a member of a horse family, and anagenesis, means evolution of a new species through a large scale change in a gene frequency, so that the new species replaces the old rather than branching to produce an additional species. The modern day horse of today is the result of over 55 million years of evolution, and the first ancient horse, Hyracotherium of the old world, had been found from the London clay and Eocene formation of Europe, and the earliest American genus Eohippus had been found from the vast rock of the western North America. And the horses are found from time to time, that is from Eocene to Pleistocene in Europe, Asia, but the sequence is not continuous as found in North America. Hence, North America was the real place for equine evolution, from where the and from where the different genera migrated to old world from time to time due to less barriers, and therefore the progress was speedy in that particular period. In Pleistocene time, all the new world equine forms become extinct and migrated, but Pliocene forms of the world survived, and therefore they developed more in that particular period. Number one, Hyracotherium. So this means first horse. This was the proof received from the ancient fossil proofs. Its geological event was about 54 million years ago. Geographical condition was in the mountaineer in Asia, Europe and western North America. Then distribution was found in North America, where they become extinct. And its first horse, the size of the first horse was very small, and body was divided into head, neck, trunk and tail. And forelimbs contained 4 toes, and teeth under premolars were molar-like. This was the first horse. Then Eohippus means dawn horse. It was evolved from Hyracotherium, means Hyracotherium developed in some instances and forms dawn horse. The geographical condition was in mountaineer in Asia, Europe and western North America. Then temperate grassland and forest zones. Its geological period was around 50 to 55 million years ago, distributed in North America and become extinct. They were lived in forest and feeding on vegetations. Its height was at around 14 inches, means about the size of the dog, and it is commonly called as dawn horse. and body is divided into head, neck, trunk, and tail. Then it has not hooves but four toes on the front feet. Hind feet has pads similar to those found on the dogs on their feet. Eohippus has three incisors, one canine, four premolars, and three grinding molars. So Eohippus subspecies. The subspecies was also found there, and it was branched off into three subspecies. Orohippus continued to evolve. Propaleotherium evolved into Paleotherium, and Pachynolophus evolved no further. So this was the final stage that we found in the period of evolution. Third is Mesohippus, means middle horse. Geological event evolved in Myohippus. It was evolved from Mesohippus into the Myohippus. They were found in the territory marked in the mountains of Asia, Europe, and Western America or North America, and in the grassland forest plants. They were fed on the grassland and forest plants. The geological period was in Oligocene period around 40 to 20 million years ago, distributed in North America. So the height of this animal was about 24 inches, and forelegs increasing in length, hind feet increasing in length, three toes on the front feet, three toes on the hind feet, neck was longer. So this was the great evolution, and teeth were 3 incisor and 6 molar. Then in Meryhippus number 4, this was the middle horse, dawn and old first horse we can say. So Merohippus is the fourth horse. It is called as ruminant horse. Meryhippus means ruminant horse. So Merychippus horse evolved in Cenozoic era of the Territory period about 26 million years ago, and later on they become extinct. They were also found in the geographical conditions of mountains of Asia, Europe, and Western North America in the forest, and they were feeding on the forest vegetations. The geological period was in Miocene period around 20 to 11 million years ago, and distributed in North America. So its height was 42 to 48 inches. Then front legs able to stand on one central toe with the side toes. Then forelegs were much longer, hind legs becoming much longer, neck increasing in length, and body becoming heavier and more powerful as compared to the previous one. And its a subspecies evolution shows Callippus, Pliohippus, and Pseudohippa hipparion. So Pliohippus means more horse. In that period there were maximum horses were there, more horse. So geological event from Merychippus to Cenozoic era of Quaternary period in Pliocene epoch, nearly about 7 million years ago. The geographical condition was Territory period marked by separation of continued rise in mountain areas of Asia, Europe, and Western North America. Then geological period was around 5 to 11 million years ago. So they were uh, evolved from their subspecies Callippus, Pliohippus, and Pseudohipparion. So Pliohippus that we have seen about 5 to 11 million years ago, and the distribution of these animals was in North and South America, as well as in Asia, Africa, and Europe also. So its height, the height of the animal was around 51 inches, then or 12.3 was the height. Then front and hind legs, one single toe that becomes a hoof. Then they were developed from pairs were developed. Then body was strong, and they were looking like the horse. Number 6, equus means horse. Equus is the present species of the horse, modern horse we can say. So geological event was Pliohippus stock of North America, finally reduced in the late podials and becomes one-toed horse. Or equus evolved in Cenozoic era about 3 million years ago. They were geographical conditions of these animals was territory period marked by separation of continued and rise of mountains in Asia, Europe, and Western North America. Then geological period was Pleistocene, ranging from 10 to 2 million years ago. Habitat was the forest area, and grazer, they were the perfect grazers, and height increased up to 52 inches. So equus is the modern horse, we can say. Then front legs long and strong, giving the horse speed and athleticism. Hind legs muscular and strong, giving the horse great power, speed, and endurance. Body is compact and strong. Neck is muscular and strong, allowing equus to balance and easily reach for forage. So evolution of the brain of horse was shown in this figure. So Hyracotherium, the brain was quite simple, having olfactory bulb. Then these are the cerebellums, paired cerebellums. So cerebellum was uh, developed in this way and become quite shorter at the center, and cerebrum was developed more in Mesohippus, and it was greatly developed as compared to the previous one, a simple one. So this was the evolution and development of the brain of the horse. So this was the changes in the forelimbs of the horse, or we can say equus, from the beginning to the modern horse. So Hyracotherium the first horse, Mesohippus the middle horse, and Equus is the modern horse. So this was the Eohippus. Here, these are the five toes. Then carpals and metacarpals were arranged in this way simply. They become enlarged in some instances in the Mesohippus, and the phalanges were become stronger and wider. In third, Parahippus, the hoof was developed very well, and in Pleohippus, the hoof was become strong and wide. Then the bones were enlarged, and in the modern Equus, the phalanges were developed strongly for the running, and the splint was also reduced here. The splint was quite long here in Pleohippus, and it was reduced in Equus, recent modern horse. And in this way, the development was continued in the period of evolution. In hind limb, the same changes were reported: the tarsals, splint, metatarsals, and these are the toes finally, or bones in the metacarpals. So these were about four in Eohippus. Then in Mesohippus, they were enlarged and become strong. In Parahippus, they were also enlarged as compared to the previous one, and hoof was developed very strongly. Then in Pleohippus, the proper and complete hoof was developed as in the recent Equus, and the phalanges were enlarged. The first phalange. Here these were similar, but here slightly started the enlargement, but here enlarged very well phalanges in Pleohippus, and Equus was the recent. Uh, Equus is the recent horse that we can observe. So this picture is showing the evolution of horse from the Pleistocene or the rock data from 1 million years ago. Here late Pleistocene rock data from 8 million years ago. So this one 1.6 meter modern horse Equus. This one is the development of the bone that we have seen in the previous picture, and these are the teeth arrangement. So before wear and after wear. So these were the arrangement of the teeth. So in Pleohippus, 1.25 meter height, the bone was as such that what we have seen in the carpals and metacarpals, and tooth is as such that developed very well. In middle Miocene rock dates from 15 million years ago, 1 meter Merychippus. the carpals, metacarpals, and hoof was developed here, started over. Then these were 2, 3, and 4 numbers. Then not complete covering of cement around the tooth. The development was very slow and very good development. In late Eocene rock, that's back 35 million years ago, and height was zero point 0.6 meter in Mesohippus. They were also well good runners. The carpals, metacarpals were developed as such, uh, or the bones were developed as such, and the tooth arrangement is here. That what we see is the enamel, then dentine and cementum is very much reduced here. It was developed here but reduced in some instances, and also developed in the next Merychippus. So 0.4 meter height in Hyracotherium, and this was dates back from 50 million years, and it is also known as early Eocene rock horse. So this one is about the development of horse. Now we have seen the development of horse: height, area, habitat, then feeding vegetation, then bones development and tooth development. Because we have only tooth in our hands of some horses, and they were developed in the period of evolution on the earth. So we'll have a break here. We will continue later on.